Nobody will know.
Oh, yeah.
We're live. We're live.
I got a camera. You can have that thing.
We're live.
Do you hook up?
I got a camera. I just forgot it.
You sit on top?
Yeah, I got one. I just forgot it.
Forgot
I forgot it. I don't stream around people very often, so you're like a guest on the show. Your name's Joe, though. Remember?
We'll have to do it.
Your name's Joe. Okay. He says 0 people. I got a hacker that keeps at 0, and he's a great hacker. And I didn't go to school with him. He used to be in the government, and he says 0, so he keeps at 0. So I don't know how many people. For everybody else, it says 1. I don't know how many people are.
What was it that puts off? Oh, the burners on it.
And, nobody wants to get rid of them all together.
Yeah. You went to school, high school there and everything, didn't you?
Well, here.
In Hamilton, you went to school?
Yeah, I went to school on Valley View Drive. Valley View Drive. The school's on Valley View Drive. It's been renovated since. I got a brand new Palisade wall there.
That big one?
My first dime bag I ever sold was on the top of that. Right where the top smoke pit was. The first dime bag I ever sold. Right around that area. Other than maybe I sold some weed at might have sold some weed, but to the
smoke pit was up on the Valley View.
I sold some from one of my dad or smoked weed or something. I sold some Ragnar with my brother in Richmond. So
he sold the smoke pit is that we're up in the Valley View Drive Center. That's cool.
That's where I sold my first time by, yeah. But so the hacker, to believe it says 0, stays 0. It's been 0 for months, but it's live. It's just a delay. But that's you never know who's watching. It's not just me and you. I guarantee it.
Oh yeah, it's fucking all over.
What's that?
It'd be all over.
Well, people watch it. It's just nobody knows. Because I got a thing of creative freedom. And I got that from a low level pass in the it's from up north near the Yukon. The government worker. You guaranteed nobody would change. You guaranteed the government wouldn't hear about this.
Technology like a fucking like you playing an old Atari game or running a remote control car.
Exactly.
When I first got a remote control truck, it was a remote control that you held in your hand. It had a wire going from there down to the car on the ground, and you had to drive it and walk around with it. That was remote control cars when in my technology. No, it took the wire. It took the wire. Yeah, you drive around like that. Eh? I'm getting serious, man. I go into a store and I pay $1,140 for a fucking remote control truck that is 70 miles an hour.
You never told me, man. It doesn't exist.
That was the last ones remote control cars I ever drove, and I go in and pay $1,140 on that fucking RC Nations by the Mustard Seed for a remote control truck that goes 70 miles an hour.
Yeah.
They're out of control, man. Those RC cars now, the fucking electric things, they're insane. 70 fucking miles an hour according to that thing. Like I'm not kidding you. You can't just take a throttle and hit the throttle because it'll fade over. It's insane, man.
This one's good here. It says the money is wicked, worth an estimated $40 trillion a year worldwide. The man at the helm had no time for confusion or games. The red tape is cut in the underworld. Decisions are made instantly. Well, you see, when you mix this in with this content creation, you gotta seem like a real big player. But I got what I wanted. So it's here. It says it, but it's fiction. It's very clever. And there's something about the bench. I heard about them. I want no problem with them. It's not the Fish's bench, though. It's just a joke on Instagram. The Fishes are aware of this.
The white one? The pink one?
And that guy what you can't have. And it feels good because he hated me more than anyone. The fish there, he only had a vehicle crash into my mother's car. And that's what the fish did. And and then my nephew's car, somebody actually crashed into him while he was parked, and both of those guys said the fish didn't pay enough. They gave me a solid and let me know that. And he can't do a fucking thing about it. So I wouldn't go after them because they're probably guys that have connections. If they don't have connections, I wouldn't go looking for them fish. Because that's the point. There's sharks circling you.
Do you want anything from the store? Like, do you have anything on?
I do. I would like to have some drinks. It'd be nice. I don't make it out very often. And
what do you want?
That was just a low level guy out of Salmon Arm, and he's like he's a NORAD now, and I wouldn't even know his name, but he did that to scare me. And don't worry, I got him well taken care of. He's called the Fish, and he's about 40 He's one of Chrissy's friends, and Chrissy's a skank. Everybody knows that. Her mother might not, but she knows. Well, she knows she's a slut. She always has been. Doesn't change. She's cheating on Eric still. And
What you want?
yeah,
What's going on, Brewster?
everything's fine. I'm in an undisclosed location.
Just going into
Nobody's.
Just going into town.
Play the trick. You want to see who's on the camera?
Hey, when you come back,
No
when you
money's
come
been
out,
given.
what do you want? What kind of cruise?
Just some. I don't know. Maybe Palm Bays like something.
Okay, would you stop and grab a 6-pack of Palm Bays? Please?
You want a what?
A 6-pack of Palm Bays?
Oh, is that the blue ones?
They're kind of a teal color, aren't they? Palm Bays?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they're kind of a teal color on them, yeah. Like it's like a blue, a teal color.
They only make one kind?
I think Palm Bays, you have one kind?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Any
Is
kind.
it one- just one
Pineapple
kind?
orange or pineapple apple or pineapple.
There's pineapples,
something-
whatever,
something
something.
or other.
Okay. I thought there was just one.
Okay.
Yeah,
Like the yellow
You
ones.
said pineapple or something?
just 6 of them, and then what else? Maybe a bottle of ginger ale or something, please. Something.
Ginger ale or something?
Yeah, just get a bottle of ginger ale, and
Yeah.
and some Palm Bays.
Ginger ale.
Yes, please.
Okay.
Thank you, buddy.
Okay, I'll talk to you in a
I
minute.
appreciate it. Do you guys want it when you come back? Do you want to go shoe hunting in a while?
Shoe hunting.
Yeah, we'll go get some morels. Those morels. If you want, we'll talk to
Are
you.
they open to me?
I'm pretty sure they are. I'll talk to you when you get back out.
Okay, then.
Thank you.
Yep.
Bye. Yeah, he's pretty good. That's very good. Was here. Fuck, he freaked me out when he came walking in. I wasn't expecting everyone fill that fucking eight fucking water, big water jugs for us and brought our water out to us. Yeah. Okay. Oh, okay. See, I've been like smoking. I said, no.
It's just funny. I never do this. I do a lot of content creating, but I never do it around people. So I basically just talk about the past. Like there's some things you know about from Calgary, and you would just you shouldn't you know a lot of stories from Calgary with guys in different names and stuff. And you're a guy that shouldn't be on camera, but you can talk and nobody knows your voice. You can tell me what just don't say your full name. It's undisclosed.
Yeah.
Don't say anything that's gonna get people in shit because there's no statute of limitations in Canada. But I'm in a little fix called I got a hacker, and it's Franco. The hacker keeps that zero, and I think his name was Franco. Somewhere's on. He's a low level connection in the government, and you figure nobody caught wind of this. You figured no one caught wind of this. So that's what he said. He said an encrypted message.
Was his name Mr. Beans?
No, it was Mr. Man. It was Mr. like that man, like big government. Or is that Uncle Sam? I can't remember.
Uncle Sam.
But, yeah, Uncle Sam.
Yeah, Uncle Sam.
He had a lotion there.
Yeah.
And well, lo and behold, he said nobody would find us in government. So I just talk all day. I got
So you got a hacker and
I got hundreds of videos on there. I got 400 left there. I just last year when I was in business, I just filmed everything. I just kept it on film for most of the year, and I didn't tell anybody. Not the whole year either. I just didn't tell nobody, and I just that was my life. And I kind of knew the camera was on, but I was just fucking around for most of it. But then I got ran out of my place by Brian, and he's just he did. He wanted revenge, and my cat was abducted at 505 Nicola. That happened. And the young ladies of the world, like the children, are upset with the bikers and the East Indians. Oh, they ever. Because I put some on this. I put something on the One Mob Radio, and the One Mob Radio 4 it was.
Yeah.
And it's not the mob is not always good, but it's not always bad. It's better than the bikers, and that's the truth. It is better than the bikers. Not all bikers are good. Oh no, they're all bad. There's some good ones. There's some good ones, but we don't like them right now because they haven't done anything to get that cat Cleo back. And my cat, our cat, and I got it for Montana, and I did. And this is big news that they stole this. But I made this public on here, and we're outraged, and I still am. And it shouldn't happen, but it was Sonny O making a move. He thought it was clever. He thought it was clever to steal my cat because he's holding her hostage. Because he wants a piece of the Mob Radio. He wants a piece of piece of the money or action. There's no money because it's all hush hush, and he doesn't understand that. So he's not a very smart man. he's the not very smart man. 'Cause I got another one here. Like check it. I just kind of forget because don't get. Well, it's kind of for him, but don't get caught. Kind of almost want to have 3/4 of his name there, but how do you like that? This is a nice one. It's only 76 followers, but this is here. Becca's in there. Also, it's a picture of my family pet, Cleo Hayden, missing in action. She is a brave one because Simba and I are killers.
Where's it?
Are the killers? Fiction isn't fine.
Simba up there?
That was in June, so they haven't got the message yet. They never will. And
Just now?
follow some different. This is on a different account, but someone's actually watching these accounts. I
you
figured
put that
that,
on,
but that's what they're all automated. And it's big news. It's hard to believe the zero thing, but I don't stream it anymore. I did a nice one for Dad here, but this is on Father's Day, so that might be the last one he gets. And just kidding. And happy Father's Day, Dad. To my old man. The old man passed away. That's Ralph Barger. Love you. Take care of business. Don't worry. It's always business as usual with your son. Well, it's business as usual for me. That's how my saying. And that ties me into the military industrial complex kind of thing. But that's the secret. It's hard to believe, but happy Father's Day, and that's for Guy. I'm not too happy with him right now, but hasn't made world headlines yet. The rest is fiction. At its finest. Hayden the second. Yeah, man, he's already built somewhere. He's out there somewhere. I got 6 or 7 kids I didn't tell you about that. Serious. The call girls, they kept the rubber. And I didn't go down the toilet, so who knows? Probably in sperm banks all over the world. That's not my business. That's Illuminati business. And
daughter.
well, hey,
my daughter called me that, you know.
it's with the call girls now, and it's a secret to them. And I'm to live, because they always thought that Husbands was just going to kill me. So I just, I might have thrown one in the garbage and looked at one like I was going to die once. I knew I was going to. So, bloodline secure. It's all fun and games now. Well, I haven't got anything to worry about. And I don't have to worry about raising the kids or paying for them. It's kind of like your situation.
I get that. I got that phone call one day. You remember MJ?
Could be more than a bushel. I don't know. Who knows?
More than a bushel. Okay. I got that many.
It's not all of them in the orphanage, that's 5. For sure.
I got 5 kids.
Grandpa Sam cares, and Uncle Cody does too.
Yeah.
And the other one, he does too. Yeah. No one knows. It's great. I just filmed my life. I can check. You see how many videos I got there. I never show anybody the inventory. Or that's Joe's here. Joe's here. Joe and Doug don't know each other. I forgot about that. A lot of Joes, a lot of Dougs out there. And not the one from the hockey that I used to know. Well, I knew him once. I didn't say much to him. I just wondered how he got so many of those shiny things. I never said much to him about that. And kind of knew I was bound to be something. But you never know. And I'm pretty happy. Proud of my dad, I am. He's just, he wanted to see who's looking on the cameras because Chrissy gave that password out to everybody. Well, she gave it to a cousin of Jamie Bacon. And she gave it out to her and his uncle, great uncle. I know his nephew, Kevin Bacon. Like, not the actor, but Kevin Bacon I know him from electrical school. He's watching this. and that's my connection because he must have been somebody was probably a fan of the actor in the family, probably. And that's my guess. And nothing wrong with that. And he knows me from high school. And, well, we know each other well. And he probably wants to throw up. But he's watching. And he sees the and his great uncle. His uncle, or Jamie Bacon. Great uncle, which Jamie Bacon's well known all over. I know Kevin personally. But me and his uncle are having a beef right now. And it's a turf dispute. And depending on how you look at it, I've done very well in canvases for turf. But, depending on how you look at it, you know, I don't want to say too much, but there's a man in Poco called the Butcher, and he don't fuck around. He wants a cut for me, and I want a pound of flesh for him. And he's related to the family too. I don't know his first or middle name, but I don't really care. And me and him are probably closer than all of them. He knows something about content creation, and he's not sure here with me, but doesn't say that. I'm not tied in at all.
I can see it.
I'm not.
I can see it though. You got some. I can see it much right.
This is nice. You come on down on the top, right here, nicely. That's a kill shot. If you get it. Well, not quite with that long blade, but it hurt.
Oh yeah,
so good. Inside there, with though.
Intended.
That's not a good one. That's a kill shot.
Fucking,
I known that for a long time.
my nephew fucking.
And I always tried me with a knife. I had 2 knives pulled on me though.
My nephew. Did I right
You
up
stabbed?
No, he got a guy right up in here. Like, I'm
yeah.
right above the guy. It's right over top of his eye. Right into his fucking skull up there.
Yeah, you're old school. You're from Calgary though. So you've been around.
At 16 years old, he did that.
Nice.
2 guys in a fucking BC out in the Cyclona.
Nice.
In the campsite, because my brother.
It's not nice.
No, it's well.
Horrible.
Now he's doing fucking. Now he's doing fucking first grade.
I've been I've heard these stories my whole life, except from my dad, but he doesn't tell me any of this stuff.
What's
that?
9 years old, 20 years old. He's doing life now.
Nice. But Camel's a pretty quiet town, so.
That's my nephew's kid, my brother's kid.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Yeah. Just he lost.
You're a big city guy. We're looking forward to a good retirement. That's all I'm trying to say.
I hope so.
It would be nice. You know, it would be nice. But
you retire with money, not good luck.
Well, I got 7 years of no tax income coming because of the amount of debt I'm in credit cards. There's no getting out of it by working a straight job, and I'm not going bankrupt. I got my portfolio, which is non-registered trading account. So, and I'm not going bankrupt in this country. The IRS can't get you for they can't get you for not paying the debt, which is nice. Because my money comes off of the the legal.
Like right now,
legal
you
work.
should be on Bitcoin. Finding out how to take a Bitcoin. I bet a Bitcoin it's got 2 point something on it, and
nice.
I'll get you right for your third sale.
Yeah.
And I'll be all, it's got 2 point something million on it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
nice.
In there.
Nice.
And I don't know how to exchange it from a wet wallet to a paper wallet.
Yeah.
And I got to sell it to a broker, I guess, right? Like cashing with Bitcoin and whatever the market's at, right?
Yeah.
Like right now, say it's 72,000. When you sell it to them, they buy it out right there at that price, and then percentage or 10% or whatever of that money. Most brokers won't touch anything without 6 digits.
No,
most brokers with Bitcoin, they won't touch anything without 6 digits.
Fair enough.
Why is that? That's a lot of money. They make it 10%.
But it's because the Bitcoin could be done with maybe a fake account or something. It's not impossible. We talked about this before.
Mine isn't my name.
Because you gotta have the certain sequence numbers to get those Bitcoins.
I have a 12-word passcode.
I have a little bit of cryptocurrency, not much, but I got some. That's in holding.
I bet mine has got a 12-word passcode, Cody, that secures that Bitcoin to me. It's mine.
Fair enough.
I got the 12-word.
You have it.
I have that 12-word.
You should get to it.
I got it right.
It's like my trading account. It's $5,000 more or less. Is less than $500 million.
Nobody knows.
It keeps me safe either way.
Get it back. Get it up.
I've been busy.
I want to get it up and put it on my fucking key.
Income and social media.
You got your barcode. I want to get the barcode, all that, and find out what's in there.
Fair enough.
Right now.
Fair enough. Yeah.
But I need to know how I go about phoning. Who do I get a hold of? It's actually registered with that 12-word passcode. Can you do that?
I don't know. Can I charge this? I gotta charge this. Where's the charger? I need to get on here. Here it is. One second, I got it. I don't know much about the Bitcoin. I just know that.
Can you look it up?
I know that I got it. I sold my Bitcoin off in 2021. I got it Ethereum.
You made good money off it.
I did good off the Bitcoin. I cashed it out and I was snorting coke all year, so I got off the coke though. I was addicted. That's what they said. That's what they wanted me to think. That was that's what they heard too.
I think I got one that's got 12,000 right now.
Not anymore, barely any. I could do a line now.
Go on Bitcoin
celebrating.
Go on Bitcoin right now. Go on Bitcoin
Finally,
right
a guest on here. One of the Hells Angels. They think they know who it is. One of them. They figured. They've figured from an imaginary signal in there. Or somebody text somebody. Somebody text somebody actually about this maybe. Yeah. And they figure the kid's got it made. That's what Jumbo called me. And Jumbo called me the kid, and he's gone a long time ago. 2019 in organized crime. That's a fucking lifetime ago. To some, it's yesterday, but I'm still here. And I still miss him, and I'm the only one talking about him online. And he was a good man. I only knew him through being a good influence in my life. He never talked business ever. He mentioned once something happened with a bunch of units that got one missing or something. He went to a meeting as like a heavy kind of character, but he wasn't. He was a good man. He knew Bob Green. Bob Green got killed in 2016, I think. 2016, I think it was. I'm trying to figure that out for the ones that are interested, the people that are interested. I don't like to say much, but well, it's pretty obvious. I think it was an inside job somehow. And I think the fish, he knows something about it because there's something. Person left on the road near 264th where my brother Brett was committed suicide, and that's what I seen it on the news, and all this gruesome murder, and the body was left beside Robertson Road or Crescent there, and it had nothing to do with anybody down there. I think it was a message for a guy named Jason Robertson, but I don't think he heeded the message very well. I think he's listening now because I didn't put anybody there, so. I don't know who did that, but I thought that was mafia, and I don't know if it was or not. I have no idea because it was gruesome. I know that, and he was at this meeting. With Bob Green was at. I seen this in the news with Garrett Guest at the apartment in Valley View, and I was there. I seen that Bob passed in the news, and or we seen it on the computer or something. And he knew the man that's in jail for it in PC, but he's not the one that did it. I doubt that, and. I think they ran him out of there, and they ran him right into PC because that was the easiest option for him. But I don't think he, or the side that, I think Bob went with his own guys, and they guys, and they got too many from that one side of the housing that showed up. That's probably Ron's side. They ambushed him probably, and he shot Bob. He might have been talking about my mother's life or not at all. But I was right out of the psych ward, so. And he might have brought something up about me, and Ron just shot him out of reflex. Because he might have been talking about Ron's affairs, and maybe he brought that up because Bob looked out for my mother, and there's nothing he actually cared for, and there's lots of men that cared for Bob and cared for me, and they happen to be Hells Angels. They're not all bad, and some of them are on the good side of the Hells Angels, some of them are on the bad side of the Hells Angels, and some of them are on the evil side of the Hells Angels, and in Vancouver you got all kinds. Because the only ones, the best ones, are in jail for life. And Uncle Bob is so three seats to the win. Because Uncle Bobby looked out for me, and I know he did. I knew he did the whole time, but he's gone now, and I don't know if I had anything to do with that. But I knew Ron personally growing up, and
what you do?
He's his own man, and maybe I got that one on the nose, but maybe he can't put that hit back on me because there's 300K on my head recently. And his daughter Riella, she complained to him about something else, so he took it off. And what a man thinks about is what he thinks about. And we do it by. We wouldn't believe I got 150 big ones to play with. That's cash dollars, Canadian or U.S. Doesn't matter yet, because nobody's been hit. Because it's only going to take 1 year, a picture. Somewhere. And send it over to me, and then you find a man from a book with glasses, and it's an organized crime book. That's the only hint. And he gets the other ear, and then someone from inside, somewhere else, a different continent, will wire the money to you. You gotta be pretty fucking connected to figure that riddle out. And
how much crack could a crooked cop cook?
How much?
How much crack could a crooked cop cook if a crooked cop could cook crack?
I'm not sure how much.
Much as you can. Just like how much wood could a woodpecker pick? How much crack could a crooked cop cook crack?
That's a good one. I get it. I don't know. I got a good one about a crooked cop. And he's his first stakeout, and he's looking for the liquor store.
This guy.
And his second stakeout, he's looking for that when the beer store opens.
The one that when he got hired, he put on a snake and he went around butt ass naked.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Big Ed.
I don't know who that is.
Yeah, it's Tom.
Huh?
Tom. Adam. Yeah, it's Tom.
I don't know. I know the name.
Yeah. He got hired, he thinks of a snake, and he took a strip down and ran around fucking butt ass naked around the blocks, all around the blue and everything, eh?
Yeah.
Well, like a guy, he, we were just talking at Austin. What were you saying there?
What's that?
What were you saying just before that?
150 big ones, baby? That's
yeah, he got married to his fucking social worker, his probation officer. And fucked off back to Switzerland.
What's that?
Yeah, and
Right?
he got married to his fucking parole officer. Moved back to fucking Australia or Switzerland or something like that.
Yeah.
And he's a Red Seal fucking. He does all the fucking fire, the fire lines and places.
Oh, really? Nice.
A pipe fitter almost.
I'm an electrician. I got about 1,000 hours, but I ain't going back to that. Not for $1 million fucking dollars a day. Am I going back to that? I need that. I made my decision. I'm a drug dealer through and through. I always have been. So if anybody wants to challenge that, well, I got a guy named Smiley. I got his career held hostage because all he's got to do is cough, and somebody will know what his real name is. I don't know his middle name. That's legally binding because there could be a lot of different Smileys around, but there's a couple guys going by it in town. I heard he was hanging out somewhere where Jason Martin was hanging out, and
what's that? Is that cheddar or E?
well, it's not good for him. It's just a E-pen. It's pink, so I covered it up, but it's good flavor.
Nicotine. And so what kind of I don't know. No, I wouldn't talk about this.
Because I know him from way back. Well, maybe he didn't engineer it, but he didn't moderate it. So he's in the big leagues, is he? News to me.
Hey, that one there, you can put your own nicotine in. Or is it disposable?
Because one thing I don't do is die, and they've tried drugging me multiple times. But I think I'm gonna get my disability, but I'm just waiting on the government because I'm gonna complain to the ministry. But I know for a fact Chris Gregoire, he's cheating the government for sure because he's his right hand man, and he doesn't need disability. And
so just go in there and tell me you're a drug addict.
Pascal Hayden, a cousin of mine, well, not person, or the other Richard's a good man. Richard, I think it's Hayden, but he's a massage therapist. It could go by his mother's last name, who I don't even know. I know Darlene. I don't know her last name though. I don't know it. I couldn't be beaten out of me. Okay. So here,
you see your drug addict to a doctor, and you're automatically disability now.
Right.
Here, that's fucked up.
Preston might be a Hayden. He might, but me and him don't get along. But if I am and it's probably advantageous for him to make a paragraph about that. And he doesn't want a paragraph on
I'm a drug addict. I'm on disability.
He didn't want it. He tried.
I'm a drug addict. I should be on disability.
It crashed. And
I'm a fucking.
The paragraph didn't work, and he was only thinking about it.
My eye is
and well, he is a house angel. I know that. I know that for a long time. I'm not concerned about my own family. Relatives and siblings are different to me because when it's Hayden family business, it's just me. And I'm more versed to Bob Green's house angels, the ones that loved him, and those are the ones that I care for. Yeah, I'm not a house angel, so that's kind of that. And well, he's not here with us because he knew Jumbo, and Jumbo passed away in 2019. My brother Bet, he passed away in
your brother?
02, and my uncle Johnny passed away in 99. So I'm still alive, and that counts as something in organized crime because I've been a dope dealer my whole fucking life. And one thing Mr. Bacon in California isn't doing is running me into dope dealing because I don't want to be. So
that's wild.
As long as I don't say anything else about him, it should be all right. But it's, the thing is they don't get to manage every sale that comes in because I don't like it. So they want to be, management over top of me. I don't get management. They can just let it go freely like they did last year before they tried to price fix me.
Hey, right there. So you have that fucking skull beam, that flash right there?
Yeah. Where is it?
It's up in the corner.
Watch your hand, please.
It's up in the corner there. Thank you.
Because no matter how you like it, there's civilians on there.
Yeah.
And organized criminals aren't citizens. They're organized criminals. Well, they're citizens, but they're different rank. And they're not just drug dealers. Thugs or this, that, and the other. They're organized. And the difference in the court of law. I know that. Martin Criminal Code. I was going to be a lawyer once. I was. I took my bachelor's degree. I was there for a class each. 2 friends from high school might remember. And
graduated and everything.
I graduated, got my GED. I was a year late. But it's all on Facebook there. I want to count it. You can't see any of the pictures. Well, that's me.
I'm a high school graduate.
Graduation.
I didn't go any further than that because I went welding. Yeah, I graduated high school in 1984.
You did?
Yeah, I did.
84. So that's before I was born.
Yeah.
See, you're an older gentleman. You know some of the names like I would know, but I don't do any business with them because I kept the Hells Angels at football field away, and they kept me at arm's reach. But
something here like this.
I know that's about their operations here in
That was
DC.
it.
Then they
That's-
think because I have respect and I don't fucking get out of line and get involved with people's business like Clifford Coughlin does. That guy's a fucking. He only had Montana raped in the home I had last year, 2255. She was raped there. She had him in just because she seen him on my Facebook. She thought I was cheating on her. I wasn't cheating on her, so she had him over screwing her when I was in doing dope runs. He thought he was clever, and he's staying over at George's or next door. And George even tried to get risky with her one night, but he wasn't himself because he would try to make it look like that. But she was passed out from the fentanyl, and George tried to make it look like that, and he never did anything because I think Priscilla straightened him out that night, and they turned evil on me at that house. There's 3 wellness checks in one day because the neighbors called the cops on me for selling dope, and I've done that my whole life, and they were supposed to be family friends. They just got jealous because I was having fun.
It's jealousy.
And well, the problem over there was Sydney, Evelyn. She was sleeping with the whole house. Everybody. She slept with everybody, and they were sick of her. And she tried. And then she showed up the one night banging on the fucking window. She was part of the reason I got kicked out. But other than her banging on the windows once, George was in there because he had a key before I moved in, and that's not nobody's fault. Locks should have been changed. I was changing the locks, and I was fucking with them the whole time. But they were in and out of there through the window and different things they tried to do. And I fucked with them, and it was a good time because they were playing a spy game on me.
That's the biggest thing. Is people don't jump to conclusions. They don't do their homework.
No.
I
did my homework.
What
I dated her, but it was an open relationship the second I met her. We're still in an open relationship. That's an open relationship. She can do whatever she wants. It's not up to her because of her behavior over there. Keeps her safe.
Hey, telling you something.
You might know her, but
I'm just listening.
You don't know her.
I go sucking the guy's dick and she's telling him stories. The guys don't remember.
I know her real name, but nobody knows her real name.
He's
She told
believing.
me that for
No,
a
but I'm
reason.
saying he's believing what she's saying.
She goes by Sydney.
That's what happens.
Not Riley.
How much shit happens with all these people. Like the girls.
I got a nickname for her, but it's not a real name.
No, but I'm saying.
I know her father.
The girls get their way
Father
because what they do.
Corporation for. He's been retired 20 years. Yeah.
But no women should be around any kind of business a man does with. Like
I know. She was there as a girlfriend. I didn't tell her my business. I didn't tell her my business. She did some drugs for this guy I call Peasant. I think his alias is King. I can't remember his real fucking name. I don't care. I seen his picture on Facebook. That's all I need to know. And he's a real heavy hitter in Kamloops. He's 20 something, and he hasn't been around as long as me. I'm 35. And but Sydney there, she thought she'd do some coke from him. He gave her an ounce of coke when she didn't even need it, so she went into debt with him. And that's what he did. And she got her line going for her. She was working his line while I was working my own personal line, because the two hands didn't wash each other at all. Because I thought he was a clown for the way he was cheating on the phone, and we were dating at the time. So he wanted to get involved to try and ruin the relationship. Well, he did kind of when she got an ounce of this blow, which was not blow. It was something weird. She did something weird to her, and she just went all super weird and just went out on her own. And I was tolerant of her because she was just working another person's line. And she got the line going, and he's probably enjoying a nice busy line, or busy-ish line. It's not that busy probably because no one in the town's doing coke really. Only a few people are. And I'm a standalone tweaker.
I stand in a very short period of time and kick ass.
Torch?
Yeah.
I'm gonna have a hit on camera. Just kidding. I got stand alone.
There's guys that came in this town and really
old man,
quick.
Motorhead. Not the old man, like the old man, like Sonny, not him, but.
And got big quick.
What's that?
A lot of guys come in this town and got they were fucking onto it. They were in the business. They had a couple of delivery people that knew where these people lived and knew the people. You know what I mean? I don't know how they got hit off to get there. You know what I mean? Going how this is going to come in here in this town and have 200 customers in fucking 3 days and just be killing it. Like run my business right downtown. Fucking, I wasn't even selling a thing because when he moved in, he had all 3, and he was like bing, 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 bing. He was on to it. He had workers that did it, run, do it. You know what I mean? And then once we started working from them, then they get it back and they get a little bit too more relaxed. And then it's like, oh, geez, I'll do that call in 10, 15 minutes. And then the person calls somewhere else, and then he was losing a bit of business. These guys.
Yeah, no, I know how it goes.
These guys killed it in a short time.
You remember me from like back when Garrett was around. Yeah. I had a nice thing back then. That was all mine. The Fish and the Midget were the ones that thought that I worked for him. Jumbo held it down from the city. Jumbo was Richard Shear. Jumbo was solid. But he passed away because he was with a man with his money on his head. And that's probably what it was at the end of the day. But maybe that's all it was. But maybe he was on his way up here to talk to me. I thought maybe he was because I was playing poker. That's it, online. But I was playing real well cards. I can play Texas Hold'em well.
You can,
but I can play online excellently. I can't download on this computer because it's been hacked, or they just don't have the software for this.
And then what
But,
happens is someone could
well, this
access
computer
your
was
money.
hacked by Chris G. He put a USB drive in here and tried to make himself look scary. He turned off my stream one day, and he's scary to some because he does weird fucking demented things. But he's somebody that's not going to do anything because there's mafia around here, and I'm connected right to the Gambino. So we haven't sat down and talked business. We'd probably get along real well after we stopped complaining about the shit going on around here.
Pilly shit, eh?
And
it's all pilly shit. That's why I got it's drama.
Yeah, it's drama. It's drama to a small town, but what they're trying to do to me is not really a big deal to me. But what Chris is doing around Kamloops is making them disgusted. The Kamloops people, like the regular people, so they're disgusted with the nomads as a whole, and it's really bad PR for the nomads. What Chris does, he does whatever he wants in Kamloops. I can't find him to do something to him, and he did something to Brett Haynes. He did something to Brett Haynes. He did, and that was what Chris did, and I didn't know that. Brett never told me that. I was there for him when he was at the hospital. I dropped off some stronger pain meds for him, and I didn't like to go down to the hospital because on camera, but I was down there a few times for him. I did that for him because he needed the pain. He never told me who did it. He wanted me to figure it out, and I didn't think he'd be dead. Me and him were allied out here, and we never said too much. He was hard on the women, some women and stuff like that, but he was a good man to me. And I never, well, it's like me and Joe here. We had our disputes a little bit here. We almost fought earlier today, but I was mad at my dad. I wasn't mad at him, and there's a difference. And my dad's probably cooled off and calmed down because it helps just to talk about things. But I wasn't yelling at him earlier in the RV. I was yelling at the cat, and he must have thought I was yelling at him through two walls. Well, I was just trying to talk to him when he drove the car off. I wasn't actually trying to. I was trying to fuck with him after he drove the car. I was just trying to talk to him, seeing where they were going. I was talking to my mom on the phone, and he got her out of there real quick. He thought, well, I was gonna do something. Well, it's just ridiculous. There's no reason for that because I was just trying to talk to him, and I was mad at him. So, it's just, and there's no cops involved, so I just don't understand his perspective. But that's on him. It's not a big deal to me, but I'm gonna give it some time before I go get my stuff. So it's better that our names don't clash and connected with each other, because you're known to be a nomad, and you're known that people aren't supposed to tell me, but I know people know. It's okay. People from a certain generation know of you because you were amongst the boys, as they say. That's what they called them back in the day, the boys. And that's the Hells Angels. The boys are back in town. That's not an insult. So when you guys were younger, you guys were right under the mafia, and that's probably where you guys were up until 2013 when Vito Zito passed. And there's a lengthy, contract dispute, and I'm the one supposed to be representing Vito, and I'm representing him well. And no fucking doubt about that. And he's not dead to me. He's right here with me every fucking step I go, because he's got a full-time job in heaven, and his family should know he's in heaven. And and
it's a WWF old fucking wrestling ring.
Yeah,
a fucking actual antique, but like it's
nice.
Okay, all the characters, man.
Nice.
I had that thing on fucking. I had it on the marketplace for $1,000.
Yeah.
I had one guy offer me 500,
Nice.
and I wouldn't take it.
No,
It's one of the time.
What is that? Is that a screen save or something?
Yeah, it was a scan. I'm trying to find my Bitcoin.
Oh, nice.
And I don't know if
I got a little Ethereum. Is that below 500? Mine's 500. Well, there's only one way to find out. It's on crypto exchange, and I'm a good liar. I don't have access to it. I gotta go through a repertoire of emails to get even close to it. It's there. It's in
But
my
you know
name.
how to do it. You don't know how to do it to close it.
No, I don't know how to find it.
So,
If you don't have the passwords, then
I do have the passwords. I got all of it.
nobody knows.
And I just got to look it up, look and see how you actually recover Bitcoin with your 12-step or 12-word password.
Can I get some more water?
Yep, don't use that glass.
Don't worry, I'm standing on. I don't do much of that stuff. That's actually synthetic. It's not actually real math. So nobody need to worry. It's not real. It's synthetic. It's not like from Coca. Pretty cool underground, is it?
My hips are getting mad.
Cool.
Oh man,
isn't it fun?
my hips are getting
no light, no sunlight. Really great time. But at least there's something to entertain you down there. All right, wherever you are in the world. If you're in the basement, well, it's great. That's what I'm talking about. It's the basement, and you wouldn't know, so I won't tell. Strength.
You want ice, Cody? There's ice in the freezer inside.
Thank you. I just have water. I see. Is somebody gonna grab drinks?
Yeah, he's gonna bring it. He should be here.
Nice. Okay. Yeah,
I'm gonna check.
somebody leave something on the wall around here because it's kind of a weird thing to do.
What's that?
Oh no, you know you're not supposed to talk about it. Thank you. Because somebody's picked up on
Oh, yeah, man.
where I'm at because he might know your voice, but he's not allowed around me because I'm off your territory, and he isn't. He's a Cliff Coffin's right hand man. They keep him so broke he relies on his disability, but he's gonna lose that and he'll have nothing because they just treat him like a punk. They expect him to be loyal to me, anyways. So they treat him no fucking good, and he's just treated as a punk, and he just does whatever he's told. And Ron loves him, but no, he doesn't. He just uses you. Ron's engaged in trying to kill me. He wants me dead somehow, as he's on French kill mode. He's a Frenchman, so. And Ron was the one sleeping with my mother, and me and Dad don't like that. And Dad's still a nomad, and he's a higher ranking than Jason R, the fish. And that's Clifford playing tricks on our family. And don't worry, Bob Green, he's not here with us, but the men that loved him are here. I don't know if I solved that one in it was in Langley, I believe. If I solved that for anyone who knows inside that actually happening, maybe I did. But I'm still fighting for him. And I ain't fucking, my dad didn't really do anything wrong. I just got a little fired up and I yelled pretty loud. And he's not to blame for calling anybody. I don't think he called the cops if he did. And we're sorry for the dispute because nothing really happened. Nobody got hurt. But I'm not a Hell's Angel. I'm not a nomad. I might be a Hell's Angel. Like the actual place, hell. Like with apostrophe. I might be. But nobody knows that. I may be one powerful son of a bitch. Because they keep me out of the money for a reason. They're fucking worried about how powerful I could be. If I had the cash roll in. There's Simba. Got a nap up there. He got a long day. And my mom's watching this now. And I'm just in another RV, man. Don't worry. It's a different RV. I'm safe in town. Nobody's killing me for 15 G's. Most of Canada's is watching this by now because it's popular. Because I told my mom. I says one for her. And she knows that. And maybe Auntie Cheryl's watching too. You never know. You'd have to call and check. But it would be a secret because nobody's supposed to tell anybody. And it's pretty clever.
Where's the keys?
Oh, it's the little chair? Right there. You know what?
Okay. Sorry, I'm off.
Huh? We'll be with you then.
Christopher.
Hey?
Yeah. Like doing something, right? You guys that do drugs? I do drugs because I want to. I'm not a nomad or a Hell's Angel. So you've been let on to see that what you do is fun, eh? Well, somebody learned that a long time ago. He's not asked much of. And kind of raped my girlfriend, who happened to be Mr. Bacon's granddaughter, in my place. Well, she was sleeping with him at first, but he got a little rough and had to rape discipline into her. That's what happened. And that's not fucking okay with me. And I've been fighting for Montana the whole time. She seems to be doing better now. And that's still someone's great granddaughter. So, different dad than somebody else. So, there's an outrage in Canada as well. Christopher G was working for Clifford, and he might have got a little out of hand with sleeping with her, but she hasn't told nobody. And I know what happened. And when I said Val to Montana, she was terrified. And she knows what that man does. It's not a good kind of terrified. He's known from the call girls as fucking horrible, horrible man. And he's brutal fucking rapist. He has been for a long time. And I only said his name to Montana, and she fucking cringed. I said it twice just to see her reaction. And she knows I've cut him out in February, completely. This past February, I cut him right out like cancerous fucking cyst he was on my existence. And feels good because he's sitting in Seymour Home watching this. And he thought he had the Canadian thing all fucking wrapped up to himself, did he? Well, he's the Polak, and he puts the bomb in the muffler. And you know, he's not. He said that to me, that joke, a bunch of times. He thought it was funny, and he also called the Syrian Indian Reserve, and he's got ties down there. Probably not anymore, because he said it's a reserve, just a different kind of reserve. And well, I never said that about Surrey. I got deep ties into Surrey through Wally and T-Bars first, because that's where I would have went first. And well, no, actually, I seen somebody else first before I ever went in T-Bar. So I'm connected to the gangster down there. Well, he's a Canadian Indo gangster, and that's the most important part to know. And see, Canadian first. He was born in Canada, and that makes a difference. Because there's Indo-Canadian gangsters. Some of them are right out of fucking line, and he knows that personally. And his brother's a biker, but he's part of a different motorcycle club. And well, they know who I am. And I just had a little argument with Dad. We didn't actually argue this time. I pretended well, he didn't want to talk to me because I was mad. And well, I understood that, and I just kind of followed him as he left, and I made a show of it. But nothing really happened. I'm not mad at him because I got ties to Surrey, but Dad doesn't. And my fish is from there, but when he lived down there, he was a relative. He was a somebody because of his dad, and he wasn't doing much. And I understand that because but he went in with he's Clifford too, and he's a nomad now, but he's in Salmon Island, so he wouldn't be smoking drugs with any teenage girls, would he? Getting on the program late because he's trying to turn them out. I actually solved Crystal's problem because she was on the meth. She's not on that anymore. She's getting off of it. Derek came into it like through text, and he probably thinks he's moving her in. He's got a second way from to go, or he's trying to do the right thing. But I don't message her anymore. She added me on Facebook, but that's somebody's. He's different dad, but he's concerned about her. But he should know that Montana's fine. She's tough. She's tough as nails. You'd be surprised the love she has street level. And me and her had a nice relationship for a few months. We were in love. She was bedridden from the fentanyl crisis. I took care of her for 3 months. She didn't even get out of bed really. She was happy in Valley View, and we had a nice thing. She was home decorating, and we were good. And then I said something to her I shouldn't have said. I said I had a drink with Jaden, and she thought I cheated on her. I wouldn't have told her. I wouldn't have told her if I did. I cheat on her. I never did cheat on her. And the battle that ensued between me and her, oh Jesus, she finally got the better of me when she simply was doing something for somebody. She stole $3,000 from me in my pocket. And left me with 305 because that's the engine in my car. And how she figured that out? Because she does no engines at all. And I wasn't doing nothing then but simply fighting a ground war and against the Kamloops chapter right in his own neighborhood. And there's in Sherbrooke, 9th and Sherbrooke motorhome, and he didn't like that much, but I was there as a good influence on both of them. I never slept with either of your great grandkids in that fucking RV. Never. And I was there in Montana. I felt safe around her, so I fell asleep sitting on a bench like this in that motorhome, and she just stole the money out of my pocket. And it's 3:30. It was after a welfare day, so I was making good money. And she stole it right out of my pocket and left me with 305. I've been essentially broke since. And I've been fighting like hell. I had to sell. I sold off some of my positions. I kept my positions in my portfolio, and I did. And that thing ain't getting sold. And she left me with 305. Then she was nice enough to open up a window, and I took the hat off her head. And 2 men entered. It was in Montana. I don't know. Maybe it wasn't. But I'm pretty sure it was. And then 2 men entered from the rear window with a bat and machete. I grabbed them close like this by the scruff of the neck, and I just let them swing. I wasn't wearing no leather coat either. I cut my finger a little bit. A little scar right there from it. And they must have hit me with that one hand when I went in. And they couldn't get a hit on me because they were swinging like this. I made them one person. And they couldn't use their inside arms. If they had small knives, it would have been a problem. I would have had to knock them out. But I can see at night because of my training in the bush. And I can see pretty good at night because I've been trained in the bush when during the 2010s, hiking in the dark, pissed off. And that's when I was being drugged still. And my mom don't do that no more. And because it was supposed to be medicine, my sister tricked her, and for a lot of years, and she just simply drove me crazy. And they gave me all the patience in the world, and finally the ambulance, the police would take me away, but I'm good. And I'd walk around the woods. Dark. I had to camp down by the creek. I never had a flashlight when I went back and forth. And it's not easy camping out down there with no gun. And I camped out down there, no problem. And the animals let me be, and the cougars would have come down for water when I was sleeping all night. Probably looking out for me, because they went to a different place, because that's right where they go for water. And I wouldn't have seen hide nor hair of them, because they knew how pissed off I was. And then since I got Simba, he was on the property of my parents' place, and he was there when the cougar. I ran into my first cougar in the bush at night, and that was intense, because he charged me, and he squared. I turned towards him and squared my body to him, and he stopped in his tracks. And I'm not kidding. and it was a great fucking time. One of the finest moments I ever had. I wasn't scared for a second, so I don't flinch. And and that's when I met a brown bear in the woods the other day too. That's when a white Ford was up there with his hunting rifle and probably a striker, and he was just having a look see. Heard I went up for a hike. Well, I was to his left about 60 yards. If I had a semi-automatic, would have been 2 in the fucking chest for him. I can shoot well, and he didn't see me. He went down the road behind Ron Boucher's old property, and he thought I was BB down there. He might have just drove by, scared me, he might have shot me in my tracks. Who knows? He didn't get me. I was watching the whole time, though. He felt eyes on him, and that's scary business. I was laying down on 2 trees, laying down up the hill. I just laid down so he couldn't see me. I watched him. And it just went by. Anyway, I didn't get scared. And I met a brown bear when I was up there for too long. I was up on top of that mountain for too long. That might be Monty Mountain, or maybe not. It's a mystery. Nobody knows which one Monty Mountain is unless you have a map. Nobody has maps anymore. It doesn't say on Google, does it? Have a look. And then right in front of a place that's on if you go Google Maps, 13th, there's a place on there for the street view. It's blocked out. And that's a place Chris G's been known to go to. And he's under investigation big time. Chris G wanted heat on you got heat on you, and Riley's got heat too. But he's done nothing wrong. And Chris G is a nomad. And I seen that view, and I never been that sweet. I was there a couple times, dropped weed off, but that's it. And I'm not the one on the investigation, it's him. He's doing sinister shit. And he's just trying to make me fear him. And he's not going to make me fear him, so I can't. I've told his mother I want to meet him and to get a hold of him. He won't call me. He tried to call me twice last year before I pulled blue. He didn't know I knew he was a nomad. I knew he was a nomad for probably since I just clicked in and knew that was when he snuck in that one residence that was blocked out. He snuck up behind me when the K-bar was on top of the roof. It was a desert edition, and he snuck up behind me. And he's pretending like he was going to kill me, and he forgets that moment. He could have killed me then, but Riley was there, and he is a nomad. And this isn't a good thing for most people because he's turned the nomads into damn near laughing stock or very sinister. There's a different kinds of fear, and shit he does is not right because he's just weird in the head, and he's weird in the SMM and just bondage shit. He's right in there weird with that crowd, and Chrissy Hayden is too. She's disgusting like that, and they know each other well. They're just gross, and she's my mother's daughter, so she's not gonna be hurt, but. And he's simply someone who's just learning this. And Chrissy's 30 less old than me. And there's powerful nomads out there. And Cliff Coughlin is not the only one. And he's just the one that has the nomads under him. And he's a Hell's Angel too. Or he's not. He's just a nomad. Or he's not even a nomad. He just controls them. That's how he gets through. I fuck that. Because there's that. This wouldn't feel good under his fucking mustache, would it? Neither his or Ron. And don't worry, God's involved. And well, I'm not a Catholic, but I appreciate him. I think I did that right. And but I'm a man to respect, and I'm simply a man that believes in God, and I'm not a man of God. There's a difference to me. And well, he's here. He's the Lord. And I'm just a man that has content creation, and I don't represent him completely at all. I just believe in him. That's all. And, so Christopher is in shit.
7953.
Big shit. And I got it already. And it doesn't matter what anybody thinks. Some of them aren't talking on it. And when 2 people are on there and it says 1 each in different rooms, there's other people watching too. And hey Simba. Tell me, boy.
Sure.
Did we get the that food that was the wet food? The wet food that was there?
Yeah, it's in the
Sorry. Hey. And
There's water in there too.
Vernon's there, he's just in the RV. He's got food and water.
It's right here.
Vernon's a sweetheart.
I think it's right here.
I wouldn't mind him in the house, but Dad doesn't know him, so
Where'd you put the water in
he's
there?
alright. Alright, go
Put
ahead.
the water in the food right there. In there, really?
I don't know what. Yeah, it might be in there.
That's where you put it.
Yeah, you put most in there.
Let's see if it's in there. That's where we spill.
Let me this.
Oh yeah, spill food. There's the cat food. Hang on. There's the water just spilled. And here's the cat food. And I told you to give him the put the cap on the water.
Want some food? Here you go. My boy.
The Chinese were the black, eh? Chinese were black actually before. You know that Chinese, that's the actual Chinese cat with the
Look,
black.
I live in. What's that?
Chinese were the black cats, eh?
Fair enough. I
No,
live in my car. It's cold. It's a little chilly. Do we have another heater? We have another heater?
Huh?
Or no, we don't have another heater.
Heater?
Yeah, let's keep cool it warm up.
Yeah, no, right here she took off.
If we could, that'd be awesome.
10 minutes.
And
Yeah.
I got somebody that's helping me out.
Yeah.
As far as I know,
Hello.
he's a good friend, and
Yeah,
I
put
don't
this
know
up there.
nothing.
Oh, this is your new
Because he's helping me out, and that means something to me
Put
because
this over in your section. This here.
in my situation,
Put that
me and my dad are the last
This
freedom
one's
fighters
good.
left because we're a good father and son. But the ones that hate him the most are simply pretending. There's Clifford Coffin and Mr. Bacon hate him just for they're pretending to, and he doesn't care if he doesn't like me. He just wants me safe, and I'm safe and sound, and nobody's gonna hurt you because we're good. Well, just think of it as this: the Hells Angels that Bob Green loves, and I love Bob Green. Well, we're not on a different page at all. So, and there's a lot of them. And so, and that's the bottom line. And Dad doesn't have to worry about it because he just didn't know the story of Bob. Bob was a bartender. Mom met him when she was young and single in Surrey with 2 kids. And Bob would have naturally looked after her as best he could. With Dougie Scholes was her cousin, and her cousin, my mom's cousin, and then great grandpa Hayden was the one that put the Hayden map on the power kind of name. And he had a beef with a mafia dispute with the Sicilians, and one form of organized crime from there. I'm not sure exactly, or at least a family that connected to organized crime or something like that. And he was there in Sicily for his former work, however, and he I was able to settle that kind of secret mafia issue.
Did you like real work?
What's that?
Okay. You don't like real work, eh?
No, I don't like. I like selling drugs. That's what I've always done.
Let's be honest.
Now,
Everyone that I knew, where I come from in Calgary,
Yeah.
everybody knew. I told everyone, that's what I do.
yeah.
You like me or don't.
Yeah.
Look, I don't care what you think. That's what I do.
I know.
You
But
know?
you're not a guy that's
My
Hells
parents-
Angel, so
My
I
parents know, but
understand
I
that.
said, that's what I get. Same thing like what you did.
Mm.
Like, everyone knows that's what I want to do.
I know.
But I have a full-time job too. I worked for a company for 9.5 years.
Yeah.
I just sold dope and Google.
Yeah, no, I didn't ever want a full-time
That's
job.
right,
I had a
that's
job
right.
as an electrician. I hated it.
That's
I
where
hated
your
every
money
second of
is
it.
going.
I couldn't stand it, and I was quiet and I took everything.
Money that's
I
going.
took everything. I was
Money
quiet
that's
and I
going,
took it
please.
all, and all the little comments, all the little things that they did to make him look smart and make him look so fucking fancy and whole, and all the riches that they have and all the things in BC that they love and that they just love and this and that. And then they simply abducted my cat, and that's when I got online and I started making videos. Other than Best Banner was playing, but it was last year, and it was me fucking around, and then my cat was abducted after that. Somewhere's in the middle, and I've gone rogue on what I want. No, I'm completely focused, and I'm ready. I'm ready for anybody trying to take my fucking cat, and I know that. I don't fuck around. And there's 0 people. It's a hacker. It's a hacker. And see that?
Can you tell who's watching you right now? Who's on there?
No, I can't tell. I don't go to traffic. I don't look for traffic. It's just
Can you do that, Cody? Like, I don't know anything about computers, but can you see how many people are actually watching you here?
no.
Like,
So there's not that feature on YouTube
Okay.
either. It's a nice function because I got a hacker. He said keeps at 0, so it's good for my presentation. And there's more people watching. When someone watches it, it says 1, and it's a fix.
Can you put your mic there?
And nobody knows how many people are watching it. So
I got my
it's
computer. I
good.
can't get in.
I'm a good man. I'm not a Hells Angel, and I'm not a nomad. And not all of them are bad. My dad's a good man, and I know because I know. And That's just the bottom line. Nobody's supposed to tell me. It doesn't make any difference. But I know. Because they only put colors on when they discipline Hells Angels. Well, Chris Coffin, might as well be Chris Coffin. Might as well be. Because, or he's not. He's Chris Gregoire. And his dad is a Canadian Armed Forces veteran. Or he's still active. I don't know. I've never met him. He's in Kelowna. And his son is Chris. And he's Gregoire, and he's Kelly's son. And he's got a sister named Angel. He's under serious investigation. I bet. I don't know for sure. I have no idea. Because I don't talk to police off record, and he's simply hiding behind Cliff's reputation or the fact that he's a right-hand man, and he won't withstand an interrogation. That's the worry, because what you do in the dark, Chris, comes to light once in a while, and there's a power grab going on. Because Chris is a man that's done all sorts of different things, and he hasn't been caught for them. He doesn't even have a criminal record, but Chris did something in PG that I can't let go. Or outside of PG, near Vanderhoof, close to Vanderhoof, really, so far in the bush. And there's only one person I told where that place was, and that was Smiley. He came up there as a friend. And
I don't know how to smoke.
Okay.
And Bruce should be here with the booze.
Well, I understand. He's the only one. He knew where the place was, so.
Bruce should be here with the alcohol.
He doesn't know who that is yet. You never met him. I know him from when he was a kid, or a teenager. I had a youth gang. I did. And he went and put the colors on. That was on him. And sometimes you stand alone, die alone. And he knows he can't rant.
I know all I want. I know die alone with someone that loves me and hold my hand.
This is me being a rat because it's Cameron's business.
You know what? This thing here.
What is that? Cameron's business. And I know all the Hells Angels in town personally.
I didn't know
there's green lights on them because I seen it out the window. And
Did
that's
you
true.
do that yesterday?
And they're scared right now.
When you did this yesterday, I didn't know it stands up like that.
Huh.
I didn't know that. Fucking I
Nice.
just always use it like this.
That's so sweet.
These are handy though, man.
Did someone go into the liquor store? Or
No, my buddy's showing up. He picks my landlady up every day from work. He drives her into town and brings her back.
Well, I didn't put the green lights there. Right around where Grandma Denise and my house, so there's several of them. And there's green lights of the people that lived around there. The old timers. Because there weren't traffic lights. So
You met my landlady.
is it like a hazard? Because it wasn't for me and my family. Nope.
You met my
Was not.
landlady before,
And what's that?
You met my landlady before when you used to come out, haven't you? She
No.
was in here, sitting there.
I didn't meet her.
But she a week before she was able to go rewrite her learner's license,
Mm-hmm.
she got pulled over as a prohibited driver again.
Oh, that's shitty.
Just the other fucking day, man. They towed her fucking vehicle.
That happens. I'm not prohibiting myself. I got my full license.
Fuck, man.
What?
I had a full license after 19 years.
Yeah. The cops don't bother me much. I'm good.
Paid $28,000 back to get my fucking license out of Alberta.
Nobody knows the voice.
Everything.
It's a joke.
Like
And
I fucked up because I child support.
Yeah.
I gotta
simply.
Yeah.
You're on the run from the
Child support,
Hells Angels. And, well, not the Hells Angels, they're in Quebec. So, and
Yeah,
I don't know
okay.
if he is or isn't. That's not my concern. I'm not a rat. So, and that's the bottom line.
I put this in the cage, okay?
Somebody might know his voice, but no one's going to see his face. Like, Huh?
Our friend uses that word. Where'd you get from this fucking...
the Angels? There's no angels in the Hells Angels.
No,
There's no
French.
angels. There's not one.
Like,
They're all Hells Angels. And that's where Ralph Barger would want to keep them. Because they're in hell. They're supposed to be in
I
hell.
don't
Some
know
of them are rich and doing good stuff.
I
Well,
don't
they're
know
all
what the
above
fuck
street
you're
level
talking
now.
about,
So I'm going to be street level mafia guy. And mafia man. And that's...
That'd be you.
Yeah, it'd be me. And that's what I just had a bump in line last year. And they simply...
You did, buddy.
And Clifford and Chris think they're going to run me off. Well, Cliff just hides in Kamloops area because it's a small city and he doesn't go to any big cities. He has phone calls and he's usually doing the telling. Well, guess what? I saw him the other day and I actually saw him accidentally and Sean doesn't like his dad. And I parked on the side of the road because I was going to turn around. He came up to me like a Canadian would, said, "Are you okay?" And I simply,
Yeah,
I didn't
sure.
say nothing. I didn't say nothing to him. I knew it was his dad. I could see the resemblance, and he didn't make much of it. I stared him down. He knew the sight of a man would kill
I'm
him.
gonna get this one done.
And,
And okay. You say one here. You can this thing here. Go. I'm gonna send my buddy in with the booze. Okay.
Okay.
And do you want a pepperoni or anything?
Yeah, sure, that'd be good. And I simply, he rode off,
I got beef
and he
jerky.
sped up when he noticed who it was, and I didn't go after him. I was turning around. It was just fluke occurrence. How am I supposed to know where his place is? And golden car, and then dust. Must have two young men watching the place, simply for his business, and
They're going to use it.
It's right there. Religion. I believe in God. I don't represent it. Because we gotta have peace and peace. Peace is an important time. And I'm Uncle Cody. Well, I have been since I was 7. So I'm not worried about nothing. Your pepperoni?
Yeah, there's stuff pepperoni looking here. That was at the Parkway, Riverside.
Hey,
Yeah,
thank you.
we actually had a Bill Kippers down there, George.
Very nice.
Come on.
Very nice.
It was sunshine like that. It was fucking nice and warm. Actually, I stayed where we were sitting by the water. That fucking rays, the sun was coming down, and it was actually warm. You know what I mean? Like, I put my hands up, and it was actually, the rays were coming up from November 6th, man. Well, this is fucking gorgeous weather, dude. Okay? It is. That's here, the meat. Thank you. Leave that in the freezer too, okay? Because what happens is the ice and the sugar will stick to the fucking china. So when you're gonna eat it, you gotta do it all up, okay? Okay, I'm gonna send Bruce when he comes to you. Bring the booze over, okay?
Huh?
I said Bruce will be here to get the booze. They're bringing the booze.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, let's go. I think you're here. I think they're here now. Like I said, in my door.
We'll find out.
Go, you see this Dremel? Look at this one. This is a fucking cool Dremel, buddy.
Sorry.
I'm Milwaukee.
What's the next one?
It's a Dremel.
Here.
A Dremel? The fucking, yeah, man.
Hey.
Fucking sweet ass little fucking Dremel, man. It's so light and tiny, and it's cordless. Like it's perfect. I got it engraving with that diamond bit, like pencil in, for doing all your engraving in your tools and everything.
Mm-hmm.
It's handy as fuck, man. I like the little tools. Favorite tool.
It's tough. I got seen two lights down up the river from the hospitality, and it's probably something to do with how they were treating me, how Wayne was treated when he was alive.
That was really close.
Stuff from his buddies.
That was really close.
He never mentioned because he was treated with respect. And I seen 2 lights up that river, one on each side. I was so close to that, and they went street lights. And they're lights of hope, and that is help on the way. And there is. There's, I counted, I think, 13 of them altogether. And they've been waiting to move into this valley. Why not, man? We're hoping for business. I may not be in Canlis, but, and, well, I got no problems with them. And that's the cross right there, and it's the riding coat. And I just want to show anybody on. Because, some people don't like some people, and some people know a voice, and he's simply making a guest appearance. I have nowhere else to go. I was in my car. It's got a window. I could go to other places, I'm sure, but I was. And they're just fucking doubling down on something that they think my dad's saying, but my dad's not saying anything. He doesn't told anybody anything about that. He didn't even call the cops. And big in California, he's trying to tell everybody I'm not out in town anymore because he's doubling down on something. They're just trying to use my dad, use him completely. He doesn't know who I am. I've done nothing wrong, and I got jobs, held houses. So, and the one from up the hill, oh, he's close. He's close to losing it all, and he wouldn't lose it all. His pension would be gone, and he wouldn't look good. It would be a harsh thing. And if he takes his pension too early, and it would be early if he took it. And he'd be good. Somebody could go after him criminally because he's been doing things. I put my ear to the street. No, Wall Street. And simply the man. He's an unknown man, probably, for some if they know who he is, but I'm just cold. I gotta sit in the coat. It's chilly in here. Simply around. And, well, I'm saying a name, but the difference between a man that's been alive and a man passed away is that he passed away. And, well, I'm still here. So. I'm going to turn this off for running data, so I'll be back. Just a minute.